Hello and welcome back to Ellen's Crochet Channel. My name is Ellen. You already knew that. Today is Sunday, January 4th, 2026. Yes, 2026. I want to welcome my subscribers and appreciate you returning and leaving comments and watching my videos. And if you just happen to pop up and I came into your YouTube space and you enjoy what you see, consider subscribing and watching my videos. So my Sunday videos are generally I just come on and give an update of things that I've been working on, things that I may have frogged. You know, I just ramble. It's my Sunday ramble, as I usually say, soliloquy. But so my last video, I had mentioned I was kind of in a slump, and a Crochet funk. I had a hat that I started on New Year's that I frogged, and I really had nothing else on my crochet hook, although I did have a swatch on my knitting needles because I'm on a knitting journey for 2026. And if you saw my last knitting journey video, which was on the 2nd, I learned how to put a lifeline in. So I'm considering this my lifeline project, and it's done. You know, it was just a swatch, just trying to practice. And so I've cut that off. That is done. Yeah. Where am I now in my knitting journey? Are you curious? Okay. So just to put a little in perspective, when I learned how to crochet, I learned from a book. I don't even know if it was a Leisure's Art book or a Lion Brand or whatever. It was a little booklet, and it was with crochet thread and doilies. And I made 3 of them, and that was my first crochet project, and I taught myself. So yeah, I guess I was getting bored, you know, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. So I taught I didn't teach myself, a tutorial did. There were no tutorials when I taught myself how to crochet. It was in a book, The Lifeline. So the other night I was watching Jill at Fiber Floozy. On Friday nights, she does her crime series, and you know, I'm all into that. So she casted on a cowl, and I was watching her do it, and I thought, oh, I could do that. Now she's doing it as a kind of something that you're going to do every Friday when you watch her, you know, if you're watching Jill Fiber Floozy. So what I did was I went on Ravelry and I found a pattern, and it's the Simple Gift Cowl, designed and written by Amy Curletto. And it's a easy beginner friendly cowl, super simple knit, great for beginners and quick gifts. It comes from child size to adult size. So what did I do? I put my knitting needles in the round, and I actually did an invisible join, and I'm gonna work on this simple gift cowl. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and yes, so far I am enjoying it. I had to frog it once, and that was my error, but I think I'm doing okay. The only thing I would say is you have to remember this here pattern is you knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, and I have to remember, since it's in the round, where was I before? So, you know, I know eventually I will get the muscle memory, but yeah, so it's not that far. This is just the beginning. So this is one thing that I have on my needles. So knitting in the round, you know, I watch many tutorials to learn how to knit, and I will say this here is Sheep and Stitch, and I will link her below. And I'm finding her tutorials very easy to follow. So, and I've watched so many, and you know, I go back and forth and I take bits from one or the other, but she gives the very simple explanation of how to join your knit in the round, you know, because the goal eventually is to knit a pair of socks, and you know, I know it will have to be in the round. So this is my journey, and what I'm using here is Hobby Lobby clearance yarn, soft and sleek, low pill fiber, and you can't even tell what the colorway is so far. It's a number 4, and the color is what is it? Windswept Wishes. Yeah, it's been very windy, so it's very apropos. Windswept Wishes, very pretty, very colorful, and I thought that would also help if I see all the color changes. And yeah, and I'm doing it on a 6mm Chigo 24-inch circulars. Her pattern did call for a 5mm, but I've noticed that while I crochet loosely, my knitting is very tight. So I'm guessing it's because I'm, you know, still gripping. But you know, eventually my gauge and my tension will get somewhere where it should be, but it's a journey. So that's my knitting journey. So what have I done for crochet? I had said I had frogged my ripple blanket that I started on New Year's, because everything I was starting, I was frogging. Started so many projects. And I decided, no, put it back on. And I did. So this will be a ripple blanket, something that I will work on in the evenings, you know, after work, because tomorrow's return to work. Return to reality. So this is, it's got, I cast it on, I think it was, oh gosh, I don't know. I forget, but it's multiples of 14. And the yarn I am using, for which I have oodles of, is the Big Twist value, and this color is Sage and Baby Pink. And I may add another color, you know, I'm just gonna go with it. Whatever hits my fancy at that time. So it's a beginning project. My Crojo is, I think it's getting back, you know, so that's project number 2. Project number 3 is, ta-da-da, ta-da-da. Can you tell? Can you see what it is? So Missi, Missi's Yarniverse and More, and Rainee from the Woolly Llama are doing Socktactlar Saturday. Yeah, the silly Yarny Sisters Socktactlar Saturday, where they, you know, we both, Missi and I, have the goal to learn how to knit a pair of socks. I've crocheted 2 pairs of socks already. So she had mentioned getting the book Crochet Socks That Rock. And I think they're starting with a Yarnspirations. I'm going to link her channel below, a free pattern. So if you don't have the book, if you want to join along, they are going to also be giving free pattern suggestions. If you want to join along in the Socktactlar Saturdays. So what I chose to start with are the shorty socks that are in the book. Okay, and that's what I'm working on. Yeah, the pattern is very nicely written. But this is the first time that I'm working with, this is Peyton's Croy socks. Okay, the toes I did in the color, what is this color? Saltwater. Okay, and the body of the sock will be done, and this is, what is the color? Why do they make it so hard to find it on the label? Oh, mid-century stripes, like mid-century modern stripes. Yeah, very 70s, 60s, 70s vibe. So 3.0, the pattern calls for a 3.0 millimeter because these are supposed to be not, these are socks that you wear around the house, you know, slouchy socks. What do they call them? Shorty socks. And I like shorty socks because any socks that I make will be socks that I'm going to wear around the house. I'm not sure about, you know, they may be a little big, but these are wool and nylon. So, and it's not superwash. So we'll see how they come out. But so far, and I do work simultaneously when I do pairs of socks. I do some on one, some on another. So when I'm done, I have a pair and not just one. Because what are you going to do with one sock? Although I guess if you make one sock of each pattern, you could kind of mix it up and, you know, do your own thing. If you use the same pattern. But anyhow, so that's how far I've gotten. Yeah, I do enjoy crocheting socks. So I thought that was a good thing to, you know, start the year off. And, you know, that may be another another cast on that I have for 2026. Maybe I'll pick another pattern in the book and start another pair because, you know, these are great. It's a great project, easy to carry with you. Just throw it in the bag and, you know, because you can't carry around a blanket. Although I can now carry around my knitting. How exciting is that? Not that I want to be in a waiting room, but if I need to be, yeah, I could sit there and pretend I'm a proficient at knitting, but I'm really not. But I'm learning. So that's my Sunday update. It seems that working through that little funk, I think it's done, and you know, I'm guessing a lot of us are feeling the same. After the holiday, you know, all the hype and the celebration, and then New Year's, and then, well, here where I live, it's freezing cold, it's windy. Yeah, winter is here. So yeah, I think that's another reason why I picked a spring color, because, you know, I've always said I enjoy winter up until New Year's Day. So what, that's about 10 days of winter? Yeah. But yeah, that's my extent of enjoying the cold winter weather. Bring on spring and fall, love it. If I could live where every day was fall or spring, yeah, I'd be there. I do enjoy a little bit of summer. Winter, 10 days, and I'm done. Okay, so that's my Sunday update. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and that you have a great week ahead. And I will see you on the next one. This will be a very busy week for me. I have been on a little mini staycation since before Christmas. So yeah, tomorrow and this week will be crazy at work. So I'm not really sure if I'll get to record afterwards, but we'll see. Take care, and I will see you on the next one. And thanks again for watching. Bye now.